Let's change air filter kit for Tesla Model Y. Follow the tutorial step by step. It's really not hard. First, open the front trunk lid of your Tesla Model Y. The inside of the lid is attached with snaps. You can just use your hand to pull up on one side. Then go to the other side and pull up on the other side. Release all snaps to remove. Use a T20 screwdriver to remove the 10 screws from the unit. Be sure to be steady when removing the screws and do not drop them into the cabin, or they will be hard to get out. Remove the rubber cover from the unit. Remove the old charcoal filter. This is the activated carbon air intake filter that has been in use for a year, and you will see that it is covered in dirt and is really dirty. Carefully break the outer frame by hand or with a tool. This will make it easier to remove the HEPA filter. When installing the HEPA air filter, make sure the grill is facing up. And you'll need to use some force to compress it as you insert it to make sure it's sealed. Insert the new charcoal filter as indicated by the arrow. Finally, put on the rubber cover and tighten the 10 screws with a T20 screwdriver. When installing the lid, be sure to align the clip and push down to lock it in place. The clip will click into place once it is secured. Next, we'll install the cabin air filter. If your car is equipped with self-furnishings or mats, remove them first to make it easier to maneuver. Remove the panel on the right side of the center console with a caulking tool. Be sure to remove it from left to right, not top to bottom. If this is your first time removing this area, it really does take some strength to get to the snaps. Now, to start removing the guard plate just above the passenger foot, you'll need T20 screwdriver to remove one of the screws, and then a caulking tool to remove the mushroom nail. The mushroom nail is shaped like this. Finally, use the caulking tool to pry the edges along the seam to remove the cover. You can disconnect the connector at the top, or just set it aside in its entirety. Just make sure it doesn't get in the way of what you're doing next. Use a T20 screwdriver to loosen the screws on the filter cover. Then unscrew the screws by hand to prevent them from falling into the center console. Remove the two cabin air filters one at a time by pulling on the small tails of the filters by hand. When placing the new cabin air filters, make sure the arrows are pointing toward the passenger compartment, and that the filters underneath are fully seated. Fold the small end of the filter inward and install the filter cover plate. Tightening the screws. Align the clips in the center console and replace the side panels. Then reinstall the guard plate over the passenger footwell. That's it for the installation steps. Enjoy the fresh air back in with the Koto's HEPA intake air filter.